A Zone of Peace and Tranquility by Phil Temples. Oleski had the zone more or less to himself. Everything had long since reverted back to a wild state. Once there were rules and regulations and people to enforce them. Thankfully, that was no longer the case. Now there was no one to tell him what he could or couldn't do. He lived here alone, save for the animals. Occasionally, an expedition would wander into the zone to collect dirt and plant specimens, but they never lingered. His home was an abandoned metal shack on the outskirts of the forest. Tonight, Oleski was having rabbit for dinner. He shot 2 plump specimens an hour earlier and was headed home to skin and gut them. He would feed their entrails to feral cats that stayed close by. As he walked out of the forest, past the abandoned Dugo radar station, Oleski saw some movement out of the corner of his eye. It was the largest squirrel he had ever seen. It was nearly 60 centimeters long, not counting the tail, and sported 3 eyes in its head. That didn't matter to Oleski. The mutant would still be a tasty morsel. He moved to unholster his rifle, but he wasn't quick enough. The squirrel heard him and scurried away. Yet another survivor flourishing in the tranquil, forgotten Chernobyl exclusion zone.